Greetings everyone, myself Ashwin Singh, and today in this video I am going to perform the practical 6A, that is performing a social engineering attack using the SE toolkit. Let's get started. First, we will fire up our terminal in the Kali Linux and get a root shell. This is a normal terminal. For root access, we will use the command sudo su. Now we can see we have a root access. Let's start the SE toolkit. The SE toolkit has now loaded. You can see from here we have a lot of options in the menu, but we only have to select the option 1, that is the social engineering attacks. We type the option 1 and press enter. We have another set of options in the sub menu. Here we will use the website attack vectors, that is the second one. Again we are faced with 7 options. In this practical, we will use the credential harvester attack method. That is, we will harvest the credentials of the victim by sending them a fake login link. Let's select the option 3. Here we are again presented with a set of options: web templates, site cloner, and custom import. We are going to go with web templates. If you can see, uh, a web server will be started on our local IP address 192.168.1.0 because for demonstration purpose we are doing this in our private local network. If a black hat hacker would be doing this, it would be done on the public facing internet. But as this is a demonstration purpose, we are doing it on our local network. To agree this, we will press enter. Now we have to select which phishing link we have to send and generate to the victim. We will use the Google sign-in link. That's why we will select the option number 2. As you can see, the social engineering toolkit attack has started, harvester attack, and it is running on port number 80 of our IP address. Our IP address is 192.168.1.60. If you can see, to make a login link and send to the victim, we will just add the http:// our IP address, and that's it. Port number 80. Now, as a victim, if we go on this link, visit this link on our browser, we have typed the link on our port 80 and enter and press enter. We are prompted with a login screen. As a victim, we will enter our credentials, ashwin@gmail.com, and password we can type ashwin@123. So if you can see, this looks very legit like a real Google login link, but it is not, as it is a fake login link we have generated on our local host. We will enter sign in. It will prompt to save password as a regular thing. You can see we are redirected back to the Google homepage. But if you go back to our terminal, we can see we have captured the user credentials here, the email and the password that the user entered. This is how a social engineering phishing attack is carried out using the SE toolkit in Kali Linux. Thank you. Continuing with our practical 6B, now we have to perform a DDoS attack using HOIC tool and Metasploit. So for the first part of using the HOIC tool, we have the Kali Linux machine as our victim machine and our Windows machine as the attacker machine. Currently, as you see, my host is Windows 10, and here I cannot download the HOIC tool as it is a virus because we are using it for DDoS attack. So as an alternate solution, I'm running Windows 7 on VMware. Okay, and here we have the HOIC tool installed. We can see Here is the HOIC tool installed as the attacker machine. The IP for this machine is 192.168.1.16, while for the victim machine our IP is 192.168.1.60. So they are in the same range, and now I am going to attack from this Windows machine to the Kali Linux machine. Let us add our targets. In the URL section I am going to type http://192.168.1.60, set the power to high, and for the booster I am going to select user agent test HOIC. I have added. Currently the attack is not started yet. On my Kali Linux machine I am starting the Wireshark tool to monitor the incoming DDoS requests. I am currently on my WLAN, that is Wi-Fi, and starting to capture on the Wi-Fi network. Here the capture is started, and I am going to now start the attack. Here is the fire the laser, and the attack is started. As soon as the attack starts, you can see multiple packets start loading in terms of hundreds per second. You can see a lot of incoming packets as a result of DDoS attack. You can see all the packets are HTTP requests from the attacker machine of 16 to the victim machine of 60. The attack is continuously running, and we can see multiple requests coming up, that is DDoSing our PC. Let us stop the attack now. Now we are going to run a reverse attack now from Kali Linux as the attacker machine and Windows as the victim machine. On Windows also we are going to start the Wireshark tool. Now as this Windows will act as a victim machine and the Kali Linux will act as the attacker machine. For it we will run an nmap scan on the attacker machine, that is 192.168.1.16, and make it as high intensity scan for it. Let us run this scan. As per the scan we can see port number 21 FTP is open, and other than that we have other ports open as well. As per the instructions, now we will open MSF console. MSF console I have already opened up as it takes time to load. You can see MSF command line MSF6. We are going to use this auxiliary DOS TCP synflood. We are going to load this auxiliary. This auxiliary is now loaded. Then we are going to use the command show options. We can see multiple options coming up, setting the R host, that is the remote host, that is the target remote port, and S host, that is the spoofable source address. Let us set them in order wise. We will first set our R host, that is the remote host, our Windows 7 machine, that is 192.168.1.16. Then we are going to set our remote port, that is 21 for FTP. We are going to set S host, that is a spoofed host, which will be 192.168.1.20, and our timeout will be set as 30,000 seconds, that is 3 seconds. Our auxiliaries and commands are ready. Now we are going to start the exploit by running the command exploit. Here on the Windows machine we can see in the Wireshark you can see only few packets coming up. As soon as we start the exploit, the synflood attack has now started, and you can see we are flooding up this new machine with the synfloods. A lot of requests are sending up. We can see we are already sent around 100 requests now. This is how we carry out a DDoS attack using HOIC tool and the Metasploit tool. Thank you.